bag a long talking, nah go nowhere. Hey, you chatty mouth, lippy down there. Your bag a lip trick, nah stick on this. You watch the mix of the mad rastis. Your bag a long talking, nah go nowhere. Ungrateful, deceitful, dirty, ingrate. Your negative talk can make me hate last at the fire where you're burning on me heart. Cause it's a blazing fire. Fire where you're burning on me heart. It's a burning, a burning desire. Fire where you're burning on me heart. It's a blazing fire. Fire where you're burning on me heart. It's a burning, a burning desire. Fire where you're burning on me heart. And all the youth will lock the matic. Me a beg enough to stop it with the nicking and the knocking. You a kill of people, family and the future generations. Now live to see you come, you put down your gun. No more daddy, that's just mommy. Them a destroy the nuclear family with political violence, drugs, guns, money, and a bag of dollar kind fi make the youth feel rich. Education it gone to the dogs. Oh, so much done, but I graduate abroad. Me no see no sense in a nothing where you go and you check out the thing you fi breathe that the blazing. Can you hear me out there? Can you hear me out there? Hopefully you'll hear me. Let me start off with my shout outs. First of all, who am I gonna shout out first? Hold on a second. Let me see if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me? I think you can now. What am I gonna start off with? Let me start off with my shout out. So first off, shout out Wayne O'Doyle in the Facebook chat room. Big up yourself, cuz. Out there. Who else should I big up out there? Shout out Boom Blast, Dollar D, Zolja, Chef, Dre, Soul City Family, Shaky, 50, Sky, T. Chalice, Paula B, Paula Too Much, Sonia R, and all my friends and family watching on Twitch and YouTube. COVID. You know I always start the show off with a COVID update, and seems like when we talk about COVID, I'm gonna definitely need a drink. Gosh. Okay, so what has been going on with COVID in the recent times? And before I even get into that, first off, let me shout out my family, Omega and H, who's doing their thing with the big bad, who's doing their thing with the big bad show, their sex cells. And if you want to get into it, they spell sex with a 6, so it's 6EX cells, sex cells on YouTube. It's a T-Dot series, and I was lucky enough to be featured in the 3rd episode. Ooh, take your time there. Take your time and pour. Cheers to me. Sex cells. else? Look out for it, folks. It's out there, episode 3 on YouTube. I suggest y'all subscribe, watch. Homegirl was out there representing for the 6. Yeah. What else is going on? COVID updates. I always do my COVID update first. And this week the COVID update is, let me see. We already talked about some of it, but I still just want to go over it and get it out of the way from the onset. So new digital ID. New digital driver's license coming out. And you know, I already told you how I feel about that. We already know that they're having a heck of a time keeping control of our digital information through the CRA. So good luck with our license. Cue the laugh button there. So digital ID is coming out. They plan to have it in effect by January. We don't know how it's going to work. We don't know if it's going to be secure. But I guess everybody's accepting it. I personally have made a few calls to my local MP. I suggest y'all do the same. What's wrong with the system? If it's not broke, don't fix it. They went through all of these troubles and filters and all these new seals and this and that to keep the ID safe, the physical ID. There's no need for the digital one. Also, there's a video going around where apparently the 3rd phase of this lockdown was leaked by a member of the Liberal government, supposedly. And if it's true, then what the government now plans is to incorporate concentration camps. And this, you can look forward to this, they say, by the 2nd to 3rd quarter of next year. So that's around the end of summer, the beginning of fall. For those of you that don't understand the quarter process, right? Every 3 months. So January, February, March, April, May, June. So between June and, you know, July, August, October, somewhere around there, you can expect this new system to start to be enacted, where if you don't get tested, if you don't take the vaccine, then your property, your valuables will be taken and you will be put into an intermittent camp until you agree to take the test or the vaccine. And for those of you that don't believe that it's about to come, I believe they've already started to do it in New Zealand, where they have people in camps who refuse to take the COVID test. Now, I believe this is the first that I've ever heard of something like this happening for a flu or a flu-like virus. I mean, it didn't happen for SARS. It didn't happen for H1N1. It didn't happen with the swine flu. Cue the laugh button. So what the hell is going on? Can somebody please tell me what happened to the flu? How come we're not talking about the flu anymore? And why are we allowing the government to control how we live? Because that's what's really going on here. When they institute this lockdown and they say, oh, you got to wear a mask, you got to stay this far apart from people, you know, it's a way of, they're controlling you. So not only are the gentlemen that are in prison under control and lockdown, so are we out here in the street. There's really not much of a difference. And they don't want people gathering together. I mean, groups of under 10. And if you're in a banquet hall, groups of under 50. I mean, I said it before, I'll say it again. They're taking away our ability to debate and question policy and procedures and what is going on. People, you need to start showing up at your MP's office and asking some questions. Some serious stuff going on here. And I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm not taking the test. I'm definitely not taking the vaccine. So I'm not taking the test. I will respect those paranoid people in the street and wear my mask just so that you feel good. But know this. I don't even know if I should say it. But know this. The mask does not protect you from airborne bacteria or certain chemical odors. So I don't know how it's going to protect you from COVID. Also, wearing that mask continually is more harmful than taking it off. But I will respect my fellow people that I share this earth and the streets with, and I will wear my mask. But in the comforts of my own home and safe havens, so to speak, I will not. I'm not going to compromise my immune system based off of, media conspiracies. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The government has never had the interest of the people at heart. They've never done anything with the best interest of the public in mind. So I'm not going to listen to them when they're telling me that this flu that is not as lethal as some of the other things that I've mentioned earlier is a cause to get the whole world in an uproar. I've been watching the stock exchange. I've been watching the money. And if you follow me and you start watching the money and doing your own investigations, you'll realize that COVID is not as serious as what is behind it, or what is going on behind it. And the fact that we're instigating digital ID and everything is trying to be digital is proof. Can't keep our CRA information secure. People are still calling, asking, for money that you owe the government and how they're going to seize your house and your boat and your this and that and whatever. That's all part of the CRA breach. They're not saying anything about it, but that's where it's coming from, and that's how these people got your information, and that's why they're calling you. So digital ID. I just want to propose a hypothetical to some of the people out there watching. What if the army showed up at your door and was like, you have to take this test or we're taking you from your home? Then it gets real. Then COVID is real, gets real. That phrase, COVID is real, gets real. Don't let it get there, is what I'm trying to say. COVID, we are on our, or in our COVID coma. I laugh because, do you know, if we look at it from the standpoint of New World Order and martial law, do you realize how easy it was for the powers that be or the elite to actually control us and get the whole world to lock down with no objection? Look at how easily they did it. Let's just look from my conspiracy theorist point of view. Shout outs to Paula Bonomo watching on Facebook. Shout out to Marvin Coldspring. We talking about COVID here. Bless up yourself, girl. And yeah, let's look at it from that point of view. The martial law conspiracy theorists, the government has now locked down the whole world. And all of the agents of the government, representatives, are saying this new government, this new world government. Even if you notice, the speakers that are speaking about this or represent agents, whatever. It's not our political leaders who we elected. It's some other guy, military representative or representative of some type of company. What do they call it? Security company or whatever is giving us this information. Where even our member of government is just standing there with their mask on, like, pretty much like, pay attention to the facts, y'all. Pay attention to the facts. We are thinking people. Compile the evidence and see what it adds up to. More importantly, follow the money. Follow the money. The money never lies. Okay. COVID. We hear about all these lineups. We hear about all these lineups in the hospital. Where are they? How many of you have drove past the hospital lately? Where was there a lineup? And please feel free to call in. You'll see the number over here, right there, 647-695-1903. Give us your opinion. I don't see any lineups. I see video of the same lineup, but I don't see any new lineups. I don't see them stretching around the corner, across the street and all of that. I see that they're a little longer than usual, but when you account for the 6 foot space in between everybody, it makes sense, right? Covivi, man. We're here in the COVID coma. And some of the sheeple have yet to wake up. Yo, family, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. Yes, ma'am.
Boy, bad a bit, we no pick it up, Throw it down. We no pick it up. No, we don't pick it up, No, we don't pick it up. How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? Who them a try for this? How them a try for this? How them a try for this? Enough boy them a this. When them see the woman them a call them bitch. Enough woman them a this. When them see the man them say he ain't shit. Bad a bit them pull up, bad a bit bad a bit and me and tell them stop it bad a bit.
Nobody now support the kids them like me right now. We no kill youth, we a build youth. Big old man who know me attack too. We a build youth, no we no kill youth. Big man who know me attack too. Send the youth them go to school, make them learn, set them brain at the real world. Then too, not the one where man a pushing on your hand and tell if you kill a next man. My G that the wrong. Ooh, that me know I'm not me, cause that me know
for sure. Everything when me reaps a far me grow. Yes, people. Every time I hear that rhythm, I get this energy like, yes, we can do better. We can do better. Look out for that album. It's called Dubs Over Guns. It is produced by myself, beat by myself, mixed by myself, featuring a whole slew of artists from across the GTA. We all came together to do our part to support, not to support, but to bring awareness to the rising gun violence and to do our part to try and make change. It's affected everybody. It's affecting everybody. We need to wake up our kids and get them on the right path. And if you look at the bottom of my screen there, floating across the bottom there where you see it, it says www.jelanidaniel.ca, King of Quotes. That is my book of the week. I'm going to make it my book of the month. It's a young brother in the community doing his thing. He's a financial advisor for all of you all that want to get your money right and get your head right on how to get your money right. Get in touch with him. His information is there. I'm going to leave it for the whole show. Up in the top corner up there, You can shout out the Lion, Reverend Jeremiah Foster at Great Green World. They got all your herbs and herbal supplements and everything you need to get your body right, because we're dealing with the mind, the body, the pocket, everything around here. As Lion Reverend Jeremiah Foster, Great Green World. Check them out at greatgreenworld.ca. And if you need a little bit of prayer and whatnot, you can holler at him. He prayed for me too. You know, we all need a little prayer. So today my topic, actually before I get into my topic, I also wanted to say shout out Ras Yunchi and Classique, two artists that I just featured before on the commercial there. They are also on the Dubs Over Guns project. Look out for them. So my topic of the day today is relationships. Ooh. What a topic, eh? What is the definition of a relationship to you? What is a relationship to you? I'm old school, so maybe I see things differently. I'm of that opinion where, you know, you meet the love of your life, you marry, you settle down, you have kids, you build a foundation. But that doesn't seem to be what happened, or at least from what I see going on in relationships nowadays. That's not what's going on. There's no commitment, there's no responsibility, there's no accountability. It seems like people are just committed to this new style of, you know, have it your way, regardless of the consequences, regardless of who it hurts. I mean, everybody is just hooking up. You hooking up, you out there hooking up, you hooking up, you tricking, you breaking off a little something, like, what is your idea of a relationship nowadays? And for all my people out there in Facebook, in my Facebook group listening, talk to me out there. Paula, you out there, you listening, you tuning in, tell me what's going on. Marvin, Wayne, you all out there, tell me what you think. What's going on? Why does it seem like these young folks is just hooking up? Is there no love anymore? Like, is there no respect anymore? Is there no honesty anymore? I feel like relationships nowadays can be described by that Janet Jackson song, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Am I wrong? Let me hear from some of y'all. Hit me up. 647-695-1903. You know how it is. We got chat. Come make we chat. Make we chat about the thing. I personally am like low-key disgusted by by the way some of my females be acting nowadays. Like I low-key am kind of embarrassed to be a female, because y'all think like the old saying that our grandparents had, like, oh no, as some clothespin, you know, anything, somebody squeeze your head and your foot open, you know. And it's not even in that concept where somebody squeeze your head. It's in that concept where anybody that seems like they have it up can open up your foot, kind of thing. Like, y'all out there prostituting yourselves and you don't see it that way, but you're acting that way, you know. You need to be taken care of. You want a man to do this for you and do that for you, and what are you doing for yourself? What are you offering to the relationship other than your looks and your body? You must have something more to offer than just that, no? I mean, talk to me out there in Facebook world. Am I talking crap? Am I talking fuzz here? Like, am I on the right path? I'm not gonna lie, I'm highly disgusted at the way how some of our females operate right now. Yeah, man, me disgusted. No laugh button for that. Y'all have brought our dignity, and I'm not gonna say y'all. Some of y'all have brought our dignity and our pride level and our womanhood to an all-time low. Like an all-time low. Y'all worship money over morality. Y'all worship vanity over family. Y'all put the appearance of luxury over happiness. What is wrong with y'all? That's why our kids are so messed up. Because your boundaries and your ethics lay in the wrong place. Am I the only one in the world that feels like this? I'm tired of women saying, well, he got to do this for me. He got to do that for me. I don't want no man if he ain't got this, if he ain't got that, if he ain't... And you're living on the system. And you're not trying to better yourself. You're not trying to take on a career. You're not trying to start a home business. Your claim to fame is to get pregnant for somebody that's wealthy and have them take care of you. That's a new age style of prostitution to me. Because you're not even trying to give yourself an opportunity to be successful on your own volition and to enjoy the fruits of your labor. There's nothing more rewarding than starting a business or a project and finishing it and watching it make you money or become successful. There's nothing more sweet than that. And I'm telling you, the money that you make, you use it wisely. You use it wisely. Yeah, man. Another thing that kind of turns me off with the females, of not all of y'all, don't get me wrong, because I'm a female too and I'm not like this, is you're so free with who you give your body to. You know? You don't consider the history of who you're mixing your flesh with. You need to start to take an account of the people that you mix with. Because sometimes they might leave something that you can't get rid of. You ever hear that saying? It's very true. They might leave you with some shit you can't get rid of. And I've said it before, for those of you that have a problem with my cursing, just exit. The door is, click switch. We talk that real stuff around here. I try not to curse, but there are some things that I need to curse about. And I very much apologize for doing so. It's kind of like I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. So I'm sorry. Yeah, y'all don't consider who you allow access to your body. And a lot of y'all wake up regretting it the next day. Because you may realize that you pick up something you can't put on. Excuse me. And I also find that a lot of my female friends are more liberal with their body. They're more open to multiple partners. and still don't check the history of their partners. And who am I to tell somebody how to live their life, whether it's monogamous or polygamous or whatever? But again, let me just remind y'all that I'm old school. And I don't believe that a woman should spread her body to more than one partner. One partner. And for me, thinking of having more than one partner at one time, it's quite disgusting. Might not be for someone else, but for me it is. Because I cherish my body. And I care about what comes in and out of it. And I guess because I don't think in a polygamous way, it's difficult for me to understand and accept that way. It's very difficult. I can't even think of, I don't know how a woman could do it. If I have if my husband or my honey in my life, or my king in my life, I have a king, I can't even consider thinking of entertaining the thought of bringing someone else into that. Because it's not just a sexual connection, it is a spiritual and an emotional and like a family connection. And I guess what people don't realize is that people in this day and age don't realize is when you enter a relationship with someone like that, things are a little more connected for them than for you, especially if you're not monogamous and they are. Things hit a level that you may not be able to understand or ascertain. You know, it hits another level. And mixing energy, that energy with an external energy, can cause a lot of crazy stuff to happen that seem abnormal. But it's not. It is a metaphysical reaction. Something that y'all may not understand. But it is. So we're here talking about relationships, family. What kind of relationship are you having? Or like I said, is you tricking? Is you in a committed, loving, honest relationship? Are you just hooking up? Or are you just out there doing your thing? I hear that so much. I'm just doing my thing. You know, I just do my thing. What kind of thing you doing? Who's it affecting? What are you picking up, most importantly? Yeah, we're here talking about relationships. Let me send my shout outs to Green World. They got the thing on lock. Get your immune booster coffee, your healing herbs, your natural supplements. greenworldna.ca. Hit them up. You can also hit me up for all of those ladies out there that are tired of these feminine products that create more products than they should. Your homegirl here has the natural menstrual pads. Shout me up, call me at the number below, or get at me, madlinks@gmail.com, or you can contact on the bottom there, genx2020@gmail to order. $10 a pack, all natural. No more yeast infections, no more problems, no more itchy, no more pH balance being knocked off because of the feminine products you use. Trust me on this. Yes, we're here talking about relationships. Um, and shout out my homegirl Karen Delight, because I know she listening to this one, and she's waiting for me to get to the juice. But I just wanted to talk about, monogamy and polygamy, and what type of relationship do you have. I know there's a whole dark tunnel I could go down with this type of conversation, but I really don't want to. I want to kind of enlighten you, or some of you, to the other side of the coin, the way how some of us think. I want to kind of bring an awareness to people of the way your actions may affect the people around you. And I want to talk about the things that are important to me and that I think affect me and affect people like me, A lot of people know that I'm a very diversified lady. I have friends of every nation. I myself am a mixed race lady. I am not fully African, Afro. I am an Afro-Asian. So I understand that life is complex. It's full of different ethnicities and cultures. But in most cultures, relationship standards is a constant, no? At least I thought so. However, I don't live in most cultures. I am in Canada. Shout outs to all my T-Dot family. We in Canada, so we kind of in the modern Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah, I said it, for lack of a better word. So people are quite open about their sexuality and their preferences and their choices and their relationships. It's not common. It's not uncommon, to see people blast their business, their sexual business, their sexual prowess or conquests, publicly. It's not a private thing anymore, although people want us to keep a reserved approach when dealing with it. But it's not something that's being reserved at all. It's quite public, it's quite open, and everybody's quite brawling and broadcasting about it. So I think that puts the floor down for people like myself to give our opinion, no? Or to talk about relationships and how we feel about them, and whether, what we agree with and disagree with, and what and why, and the consequences of certain actions. And I think we're also obligated, or I feel obligated to do this, not just for a discussion topic for myself and my fans and my friends and my family, but also so that my children and the youth in my family know how I feel and know how I think and why I think the way I think and why I am the way I am. Because like I said, I grew up learning that women are to be respected, and we must respect ourselves and our body, and we must use great judgment in who we allow access to our body, or at least who we allow access to play with our body. And our body is a temple and is something that we must hold in high regards and keep sacred to ourselves and our spirit.
And I guess I just can't understand how somebody who doesn't do that would think, or how someone could live opposite to that, and how the thought of living like that, it makes me feel disrespected for the person, or embarrassed for those of you that live like that, or even hurt for you because maybe you don't know any better. Maybe there wasn't someone there to take the time to tell you, hey, that not right. You're doing more damage to your body than good. 'Tis the reason why I see women half my age, or even 10 years younger than me, looking like they double my age or triple my age, hair falling out, going gray. It's how you treat your body. You got to remember your body is a temple. The most important jewelry that you're going to get is not paid for, or the most expensive jewelry is not what you buy. It's your body. The most important pearls you're going to ever get are your teeth. You understand? Luckily for me, mine come with a name brand, so me gap there. Hey. But yeah, so you gotta love that, and you gotta cherish that, all of that, and be careful of who you allow into that to corrupt that which is yours. Talking about relationships, I think, I got my point across for the day. I've been here talking shit with you guys for like an hour now, and I took up enough of your day. Didn't get any call-ins today, but that's cool. I still love y'all. I'm still coming back next week. And as you know, I'm trying to turn this station here into a full-blown TV station. So look out for new programs coming up. We got stress-free Mondays every Monday from 10 p.m. till 2 a.m. So for all y'all in your little COVID coma, tune in, listen to that, build a vibe with us. On Fridays, we have Drink Up Fridays. So you get home from work from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m., tune in again, listen to the Drink Up session, party, have a few drinks with us. I'll be drinking. And as you know, Tuesdays I'm here at 8 doing Come Make We Chat. So let me just wrap this up quickly, because there is something that I wanted to say to my women out there about relationships, to my promiscuous women out there about relationships. This generation of men is different from the past. These dudes talk, and they talk openly. 90% of the time, what you feel is a secret is public knowledge. I want you to let that sink in. Everybody knows. You're not fooling anybody but you. And you may feel like you in, but you're not in, you're under. There's a big difference. You might feel like one of the dudes, yeah, I'm gonna hook up with all of the mans, them and thing. But you're not in, you're under. Under some heavy hoodings. You see me? And they talking. And they laughing at you, not with you. And what's going to happen is when they tired of you, someone else or who's new and fresh is going to replace you. And then you're going to be out and under. You see me? And that's not where you want to be. So yes, my ladies, take my loving advice. Guard your body. Treat your body like your most important piece of jewelry. And be careful of who you give access to your jewels. You see me? I know it's your girl LinQz. Good day, I chat. I'm used to come make we chat. Take a quick break. Come back with my closing arguments. Yeah.
Your meds want change, that's for eraser. School you fi chaser. Don't like books, you look for a trader. Bill great, don't bill failure. A calamity, the little you them head get giddy. Now seek work, them a seek out iniquity.
Goes it?
Everything's blessed. Everything's blessed.
You know you're live on the air, right?
I see, I hear, I feel it.
So we got somebody calling in live. Shout outs to my brother Johnny Ringo live on the air. Catch him on iLive.ca on Fridays. Yes, brother?
Yeah, iLive Radio.
iLive Radio, right?
iLiveRadio.com, yeah.
iLiveRadio.com. My bad, bro. Give thanks.
Every Friday night from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time.
There you go. So every Friday night from 10 to midnight Eastern Standard Time. And after you're done, just come tune into us for the Drink Up Fridays. You see that? So what's your opinion on relationships, King?
You know, I just caught, I love what you said. I just caught the last bit of it. And I'm like, I'm going to call you quick because you sound like you're going to sign off. And I overstepped the point where you said about, you know, about the ladies. You know what I mean? You think you're in, and you really aren't. And,
You're under.
You're really under, because, yes, for the man, them chat too much.
Ah.
And I think you and I even had conversations back in the past about, remember we used to talk about the pendulum changing and men are acting like
Women.
total different. Like women have different, you know, unbalanced feelings and things like that, and why we choose to flex with who we choose to flex with. And that's why we can't deal with the Wally Babaga man, because at the end of the day, when you hear some of the conversations that they're having, it's like, like, for real, bro? That's where you're going with it? And you're like a woman, like, you know what I mean? It's like, seriously? I don't know if you're following what I'm saying, but
I totally get what you're saying. Like, the level of conversations is not only detailed, but disgusting. It's disgusting the way how they describe women and think about these women is what is hurtful. It's sad actually. What happened to the time where a man had a relationship with a woman and that was just between him and her? Now the whole world has to know. You know, the whole world has to know. Why? Are you there, brother?
what's that?
I'm saying now it's at the point where the whole world has to know. And I'm saying, why? Are you there? Are you there? I could hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. No, I was expressing that the way that we, even the young generation that you're pointing to, and not even just the young generation, I just think in relationships in general, it's too recyclable. And just like any recyclable item you have and you use, like even in your household, you use it, you throw it out, and what do? You get another one. I think we've learned that relationships can be even used that same way, which is a sad case.
Yeah.
We're not cherishing each other as much as we should, right? So I think it starts with that. In my personal views, is just too much recyclable relationships are going on. Too much easy access to find somebody. Too much dating sites out there.
Too much dating sites, and you know, it was a shock for me to find out that people are actually prostituting themselves on Facebook. And guys would just add you as a friend or add me as a friend, and then at like 4 and 5 in the morning, they're video calling me, like jerking themselves off and stuff, and like this is common, and you know, this is, you know, they're like, I'll send you money, you show me this. I'm like, what is going on? What?
Yeah,
Facebook?
Yeah.
So
this is where the easy access of it comes in. It's too easy to find a gal. It's too easy to get cocky or pum pum.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And all these other things, right?
Yeah.
So the attitude definitely has changed over the years from where when we would date somebody or get into a relationship with somebody, you had referrals. Somebody knew that person or that.
You had to get their
like
resume.
a family member.
You had to get the resume, right?
All right.
What's your lineage? What's your lineage? What's your family history? All of that is done. All of that is done, brother. All of that is done. Right now, it is, how much you got in the bank? Who you work for? What kind of car you drive? How much your chain worth? How much your pinky ring value?
Right. We are looking at a generation now that, you know, of course we talk about social media so much. What is it used for? And I think even with quote unquote celebrities showing their everyday lifestyle, showing their everyday relationship, not with just the ones that they're married to or they're dating, but with their families and everything like that. So I think this is where, you know, a lot of people want to see, want to hear. One time you used to go to a barber shop, man used to go to a barber shop, you know. Yeah, you'd hear some talk, but not like the talk then what you hear nowadays.
Oh my God, the graphic level, I could only imagine.
and just this thing that you're saying, that the loose stuff that they'll talk about, like a man's been married with his wife for like over 20 years, and some of the secret that him about both his wife and him is like, really?
Wow.
So.
And you have to look and be like, and you're going to go home to this lady.
There you go.
You're going to go home to this lady.
So.
But I think that the reason, I think part of the reason why people are so quick to be so descriptive is because of the hype that is connected to it. There comes an attention with it where the man must say, yeah, man, yeah, what? Man, I want a real stud or star, or, you know? Instead of being like, what you tell me that for? And what he doesn't know, here the sweet part, what he doesn't know is there might be a brother looking to try and get some of that, whatever he says, if he likes what he hears, right? you're entertaining a different type of problem in your relationship right now.
Right.
Cause a man might see your wife as something where he might forget. If she's putting it down the way that sounds like what he likes, I mean, why not?
He's a go-getter, he's gonna go get it.
Shoot.
Or should I say he's a go-getter, he's gonna go get her.
Every woman knows relationship 101, you never tell somebody what's sweet you. You tell them what's sour you. Okay? Because if it's sweet you, at least one or two of your girlfriends start looking at your nigga in a different way, like,
alright.
Start batting them fake lashes and junk a different way.
Right.
If they find out he got that magic stick, right? So, let's be real, bro. You could be bringing... I just said magic stick and I started laughing because Karen Delight would understand this. Miss Karen, you know why I'm laughing. I just thought of a couple that I know, and I'm like, damn, yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So again, even for you gentlemen that like to top the thing, don't be surprised when, you know, you find out one of your brethren them is pining your woman.
Happening, and yeah, LinQz, love the work we are doing. Keep up the great work. You know, soon tapping on the network.
Yes, I would love for you to come in and guest and co-host with me one day. Look out for my co-host coming out soon. I'm just trying to put my list together and get everybody. I already explained the schedules are crazy. So whenever I get you in, family, I would love it. One love, me love you, my brother. Big up yourself. Shout out anybody?
Shout out the whole of Western Road. Big up LinQz and the whole myself. Dollar D, General from long time, soon punching one of them Friday. And yeah, again, listen every Friday before you listen into Stress Free Friday on iliveradio.com, the Foundation Show. Playing the best in reggae music from yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Don't know, brother. One love.
Truly, Johnny Ringo. Yeah, man. Bless up, sis.
Yeah, man. Bless up, King. One love.
One love.
Yes, family. So there you heard it. Look out for the Foundation Show from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Fridays on iliveradio.com. You heard? My boy Johnny Ringo, that's my family. Shout outs to the whole Foundation family. You don't know Donovan, D Brown, Daddy Browns, Davina, Ras Bones, Barbershop Clique. You don't know my whole family. Mississauga Sky, me love the whole. I want to big up on herself. It's about that time for your girl to get her lazy butt. Oh, no, she ain't lazy. She ain't lazy. But it's about time for homegirl to get the heck up out of here. You don't know, family. One love. I will be closing out with the Dubs Over Guns. As you know, look out for the project. We're trying to do better for the youths them. We don't want no guns killing off our youths. We want the black on black crime to stop. We want the gun violence to stop. Turn the guns on the people that are actually doing things wrong in your community and not each other. You don't know, family. Be right back after this break to close up, right?
Warrior energy, warrior nation, yeah. One bag of looting and shooting a guan. We you them a dead when I blow no storm. No sound no alarm, you no see where I gwan. I kill with one another. Ooh, we are harm. See John Tom gun, him son name Shan. One generation wipe from the land. Pity you a study up your eyes and chaser. Study figure dance in a jeans and blazer. Youth you know see your meds want change. That's for eraser. School you for chaser. Don't like books, you look for a trader. Bill great, don't bill failure. A calamity, the little you them head get giddy. Now seek work, them a seek out iniquity.
Yes, family. So again, today we were talking about relationships. Shout outs to brother Johnny Ringo who called in to give his opinion, and like he said, yo, the man's them is talking. So while you know woman out there and I spread on herself careless and feel like nobody not say nothing, they saying something. They not saying it to you, but it's spreading. Okay? Watch who you mix with, watch the band them where you keep and lay with. You don't know what they're saying out there on the road against you. Again, let me shout out all my people tuned in on Facebook Live. Wayne O'Doyle, big up yourself. Cuz Paula Bonomo, big up yourself. Mama Marvin Cole Spring. Anybody tuning in on YouTube, Twitch. Anybody tuning in the Stress Free Tuesday group, on a big up on yourself. Anybody tuning in the Memories group. We are gonna be doing Instagram lives just now, but you know, there's not enough time in the day to get stuff done, I swear. Shout outs to Green World. Then, you know, get your natural products, get your natural pads right here from your girl. Give us a shout, 647-695-1903. Don't forget to tune in to Brother Ringo on iliveradio.com. That's Fridays from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. After you're done listening to that, swing on over here and take on the Drink Up Fridays right back until 2 a.m. You don't know, on Mondays, we're doing the Stress Free Live with Dollar D, Boom Blast, the whole Stress Free family. That's from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m. And like, you know, I'm here 8 p.m. on Tuesdays doing my little chat session. We're talking the thing. I talk the thing. Come make we chat.